Hi guys, sorry for being so late, but I just took a nap before the stream and overslept a little. Yeah, but now we start any second. I hope you had a great day so far. And we're playing Tales of Berseria today. Okay, just need to put my tools. Oh, yes, right. Screen and so usual message in Discord and ready to go. Okay, alright. No song right now. Oh, okay. And confusing thing also made
Take a look at this.
no,
Knew this would be big. What a treasure! Take a look at this.
deck of cards. Master of Trivia, okay.
Scout ship setting sail.
I saved right in front of a boss room, I think, and I'm not sure if I done the fight the last time or not. Well, we will see. Right, I think we did this. I just have to look in my also 10 years ago. The coast of an inclusion. The cruise of an Altea has recovered from the Koza's Gorge and the ship runs against its sail for Southgard. After arriving in Yazul, the crew begins asking around town for information that might lead them to Grimoire, who they hoped can decipher the ancient book that may hold the key to defeating Inominat. I can't believe we're talking information. I can't believe we're talking information from Margaret, seriously. Okay, the party is surprised to learn that Grimoire is a Norman Moloch. She proves difficult to motivate, but love is a person, and please convince her to take on the task of deciphering the book. Grimoire discovered that Inominat's secrets are recorded in the ancient book in the form of song. According to these songs, Inominat is connected through the earth pulses to 7 beasts known as Syrians. Syrians devour malevolence, which is then absorbed by Inominat to full his resurrection. The party has seen strange demons imprisoned by the Abbey in the villa at Logres and in Rock Forest. If those demons were actually Therians, then the Abbey's unusual actions make sense. This also means that if the party can take out these Therians, they'll be able to stop Inominat from fully awakening. Regarding reading further, the party learns that Therians might be found near places called Earth Pulses points, where the Earth Pulses converge. One potential location is in the nearby temple of Palamedes, which the Abbey has recently seized for their own use. If the ancient book is correct, Therian is likely to be inside. Well, but sitting around here theorizing won't get us anywhere. Let's go check it out. Agreed, seeing is believing. Velvet and company find a barrier in the heart of the temple. Trapped behind the barrier is a demon, a Therian. The location is, as the party suspected, an Earth Pulse point, and Laphisa discovered he has the ability to sense these points. As Velvet moves to destroy the Therian, a demon steps in her path. It's a priestess, Mayana of Haria village. Her hatred of the Abbey has caused her to lose her grip on humanity, and those who turn demon can never become human again. Elna, for fulfilling her duty as an exorcist, delivers the final blow. The mortality wounded Mahina drags herself before the Therian, who devours Mahina and then transformed into an anomalous girl. The girl tells Velvet their name is Kamoana and that she was Mahina's daughter before the Abbey made her into a Therian. Unaware of her actions in her demon form, she bursts into tears, crying for her mother to come. Her sobs of sorrow there are the same as that of any young girl. Eleanor finally understands why Mahina despised the Abbey, along with the true meaning of the tragic end that Elna herself directly brought about. The group awaits the exorcist in charge, Oscar, and escape from the temple with Kamoana. Elna, what have I done? Okay, so we're all ready to fight, and then we have to. Okay, I don't need to save. No, that's the way back, huh? Okay.
Good. The malevolence is getting stronger.
My. The effects are already starting to show.
Okay.
I'll finish this quickly.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
I'll finish this quickly.
No mercy! Wounds that will shoot! Come on, really? I'll finish this now.
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel! Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
Okay. Now we have a bonus counter. Well, this definitely doesn't look good. It's all the levels out here.
I'm extra good at eating up the weak ones.
I'll finish this. Eat it.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm incredible.
I'll finish this quickly.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Warp. Western Reef. Central probably.
I'll finish finish this now. Did you think you could escape me?
I'll finish this quickly. I'll finish this. Victory is ours.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones. A complete victory.
I'll finish this quickly. I wish I had power like that.
I forget about it.
Yeah.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones.
Did you think you could escape me?
I'll finish this quickly. Going flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Victory is ours.
Hidden Arts. Elemental attacks using mana infused paper, Malak Arts, a rarity of mostly non-elemental arts. So set Malak Arts of all okay. Just totally.
can't even call that a fight.
In the right direction.
I'll show you the beauty of my spear.
No mercy! Wounds that will shield!
I'll finish this. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's power. Unrecursive Windlash! The wide open purge! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
What'll it take to make you go all out?
I'm extra good at beating up the big ones.
I'll finish this.
This fight is over. I'll show you the beauty of my I need to be careful not to misuse my power.
Okay, I think there's my great bonus gone.
I'll finish this now!
Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero. Thunder!
One down.
Gave way.
Oh, what in the world? Whoa, ready to feel the burn? It looks like no one is injured.
Okay, well, maybe no. Okay, let's use flame mode. No. Okay, the other ones already. The other ones still have to learn this stuff.
I'll show you the beauty of my spear work.
Okay, hold up.
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Yeah.
The expedition returned. What did they got? Cabinet of Rochester was swimwear, okay. There we go.
Scout ship setting.
I'll show you the beauty of my spear work.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Well then, let's move on.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak side.
Wounds that won't shoot. Did you think you could escape me?
There we go.
I'll finish this quickly. I can't even call that a fight. Don't get overcome.
Wounds that won't shoot.
Better watch your step.
Wounds that won't shoot. Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Well, let that call loot. Come on.
Time to dish out here!
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Nothing can stop these fists.
Let's hope this is right here. Yeah, well. Yeah, I think I will try to skip some of the fights. Yeah.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak
Wounds that won't shield.
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
Oh, there's some chest I overlooked. Come on.
Always ready to fight.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Okay. Where's the chest? There.
I'll finish this now. Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around. Grim, what's up? Did you come to share something else you found in that book?
Not quite. I'm afraid the malevolence has grown too dense for me to hole up at the inn reading. Malevolence?
Yeah.
What's that coming out of their bodies?
Malevolence. They're all hitting their limits.
Turn into demons.
Demon Blight! Even the inn girl! Why is this happening?
They're demons now. Their malevolence is spilling over.
The malevolence. All of that energy spilling from their bodies? That's what causes the demon blight?
Do you know what Demon Blight really is? What demons are?
They couldn't have gotten far. Track them down at all costs.
We'll talk later. The Exorcists are going to have their hands full with these demons. Let's get back to the ship while we can.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
I'll finish this now.
Well, that about does it.
Slice them! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's power! Wind lash! Air thrust! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's power! Wind lash! Hurricane!
How did this happen? I was amazing, wasn't I?
So, Tuft Walker's Ash, okay. Yeah, well, Featherlight steps, okay. 3 seconds. Okay.
I'll finish this quickly.
Killing blast! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form Zero! Trigger!
Be proud. You made me unleash my full power.
Okay, so this.
Woo! It's a
Blades of wind, slice them! Deception! Air thrust! No escape! Deception! No escape! Air thrust!
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
Reserve class provides ability to trigger random skill which decreases final damage on hand mode or above. Okay. Right, we don't have anything for auto cooking. Goods and rent. Something for auto. The street. Probably.
Annihilating! Well, that about does it.
Take.
What nice. It's a special training. Just one. Here we have two unknown. Emerald and come on.
Scout ship setting sail.
Because this should give it easier.
I'll show you the beauty of my
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Any demon, I doubt they will. Here we go.
I'm extra good at eating up the Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Here I come. Wounds I won't see.
I'll finish this. You're wide open. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. Place of wind. Slice them. You're wide open. I don't get it. You're wide open. Dire be killed. You're wide open. Dire be killed. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. Who wants some next?
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Okay.
don't get overconfident.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Rain down!
Form two! I'll finish this! We're wide open! Die or be killed! We're wide open! Die or be killed! We're wide open! We're wide open! Die or be killed! Smash them! No escape! Hurricane! We're wide open! We're wide open! Hurricane! Hold up! Jade way! Bubble! No escape! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Okay, but learns that faster. Distant shoes.
I'll finish this now. You won't get any. I'll finish this now. Wounds I will shoot.
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
I'll finish this quickly.
Guys like Beguile!
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
Hey, did you just hear a strange sound coming from Harya village? It was probably just the waves. Yeah, sure. Probably just the way. Okay, that's mini games now. Why do I do that now? Get a few small cutscenes. Questions, where is our ship? Be careful around the penguins. They may domesticate it, but they're still meat eaters. Ha, they won't eat people, so will they? See for yourself if you want, but I'm telling you, fooling around with beasts ain't wise. Well, alright, I take your word for it. Yeah, he better just, I guess. Okay, anyways. Probably have to leave that way. Yeah. Hey, I want to gather this this item. Buying and selling rare insects is my trade. I'm here to collect rhinoceros and stag beetles from this area. I used to gather them in Rock Forest, but the abbey has that place closed off now. That's unusual line of work. Who buys bugs in days like these? There are always passionate collectors out there. Some even say they'll pay anything for a demon insect specimen. It's a frightening world. That's for sure. Gizult used to be the hottest vacation spot around. Newlyweds would flock here on their honeymoons. Pooey, how come generation miss out on all the cool stuff? I think you have trouble finding a husband no matter what your surroundings. Why would the Abbey set up camp in a backwater place like Palomides? Isolde is heart of Southgand, so defending it first seems more reasonable to me. Ah, apparently playing underneath houses is dangerous, so we're not allowed in our fort anymore. Overcoming a little danger is all part of the process of growing up. Adults just don't understand. I see, I had no idea the situation in Hyrule was that bad. Yeah, everyone chooses on one side or the other. The Abbey versus Amonok. And in a little village like that, tensions build up fast. I understand how they feel, but right now the Abbey is our only option. Not the church. Perhaps people really are incapable of understanding one another. Ah, okay. Russ's priest being stationed in Southgand is rough. I've lost 20 pounds since I got here. You've got a long way to go yet. I've lost over 60 pounds. Isn't that worth a trip to the doctor? Okay. So where do we have to go?
Where are we going? Where's my mom?
Kamoana, your mother is still far away.
Then I need to wait for her at home. Let's go back to Haria.
Scary demons are running through the village. It's too dangerous there now.
But I want to see my mom.
Your mom would be sad if you got hurt by a demon. Come with us, and we'll keep you safe until she comes back.
Okay, I'll go with you. I wouldn't want Mom to be sad.
May seem like summer all the time in Southgand if you're an outsider, but it's been getting cooler and cooler for the past 10 years or so. When I was a boy, it was always blazing hot during summer festival season. Wait, now that I think about it, I started to cool down around the time people face and Armanek started to rain. Okay. Up north they have towns in ruins and demons are burning ports and even sneaking into the royal villa. Compared to that, Isolde seems quite peaceful.
All right. You're going to tell me about the demon blight and malevolence. Are you seriously thinking of breaking the Moloch taboo?
That depends.
Moloch taboo?
This is about more than just the demons. You could say it's the truth behind how this world really works. The knowledge can be devastating to humans, throwing into question everything they think they know. And so the Malakim agreed to withhold it from humans, for their own protection.
Do you still want to know?
It's not like I'm a human anymore.
Well,
I can't keep lying to myself. I can't go on unless I know the truth.
You asked for it.
Let's bring that
First of
to
all,
you.
this illness you call Demon Blight does not exist. Any human carries the potential of becoming a demon. All it takes is for the malevolence lurking in their heart to overflow.
And what exactly is this malevolence?
Impure emotions beyond what reason can suppress. Think of it as the sin buried in men's souls.
So you knew.
I'm a witch. So malevolence is the darkness in all our hearts. Make any sense to you guys? Any at all?
When you put it like that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
By nature, humans are incited by negative energy. It is easy to turn them towards impurity, creating malevolence. In fact, most people are constantly generating malevolence.
It might even be possible that demons are people's true selves, and what little reason they possess is all that keeps them in human form.
If the masses realize this, the realm would be thrown into utter chaos. That's why the Abbey propagates the lie of Demon Blight.
So I presume.
That can't be true! You know yourselves there weren't any demons before the opening!
It used to be that humans couldn't see demons, or Malakim. Not unless they possessed a unique spiritual talent we call resonance.
All your average human would see was someone turning extremely violent. Unable to explain what was happening, they'd just call those people possessed or feral.
Then what made people see them all of a sudden?
I don't know. My guess would be that something triggered greater resonance among all of humanity. And then, on the day of the Advent, all humans gained the ability to perceive Malakim. And in the following days, the Exorcist numbers swelled.
This has to be Artorias' doing.
But if there's no sickness, why would an entire village turn into demons at the same time?
8-headed is the Lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Humans produce malevolence, which Therians consume and transmit to Innominat. But when we removed Kamawana from the Earth Pulse Point...
Clever boy. That's right. With no Therian to absorb their malevolence, the villagers could no longer contain it.
So you're saying it's all my fault?
Hey, what's going on? You all look so sad. It's scaring me.
On the other hand, at least now we know we can trust the contents of that ancient book. We tear the Therians away from their Earth Pulse points. Innominat's power will wane, and will prevent this awakening.
But if we take away the Therians, then more and more humans will turn into demons.
It's the only way to kill Artorias.
Ooh, the knives come out.
So even the truth won't stop you. Very well.
Since each Therian looks different, we'll only find them by capturing the Earth Pulse points one by one.
What separates humans and demons?
That's Eleanor.
Cheer up, Eleanor. Your mommy's looking over you too, you know.
Yeah, so she is. Thank you. Come, Moana.
Grimoire, I want you to tell me more about what you said earlier. About malevolence? I told you, the subject is taboo. I understand that human emotions create a poison called malevolence that turns people into demons. Is there no way to stop malevolence from being created? As long as humans remain human, no. Malevolence is born of emotion, you see. But your kind must have found a way around it. Malakim experience emotions too. But Malakim do not produce malevolence, unlike humans. That's a lie. I've watched a Malak turn into a demon. That only happens when we are exposed to too much external malevolence. True. The island was full of prisoners and demons. And Melchior hit that Malak with something that turned it into a wyvern. Was it malevolence? To Malakim, malevolence is a powerful toxin. We seek those of purity to serve as vessels to protect us from it. It is not a perfect solution, however. If the vessel is corrupted, the Malak is as well. That is correct. So if Eleanor turns into a demon, then Laphicet... That must be what Eisen meant when he said he'd hate to see Laphicet's vessel broken. A small crack in one's soul is often all it takes to break a person apart. Thanks for the warning.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
Ready anytime!
So back to Logres we get. Burnt quarter. No, is that one new? Okay, that's the only 2 parts we can. Okay, let's head for the Aberrant Grotto first. Wait, did I open this? Was this cat chest or? No, it's not open, so we're probably wasn't here. Weren't here before. Well, let's fight. You can battle Revenant. Okay, alright. Do I have gonna cook? Okay. Well, let's yeah, and this prevents all status lines. Oh.
I'll finish this now. You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Dodge, just try! Perfect mayhem! Who wants some next? Hold that! With my hands up! No escape! The wide open bird! Die of the killer! The wide open bird! Die of the killer! The wide open bird! Die of the killer! Eat it! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's power.
Better watch it!
No escape! We're wide open! Die of the killer! We're wide open! Die of the killer! Ready to die? Whatever comes next! Just the first step! To kill you! Howling Dragon!
Wow, that was cool.
No escape! We're fit! Kill them to the bone! Frigid Rotor! Who wants pressure? No escape!
Who's the bird?
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Not really. Nice. Yay! Lots of loot. Okay. So this Okay.
I lost my mother to a demon. Yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty.
You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah! Ah!
What's wrong?
My face! It's scary! I don't want to look like that! I don't want my mommy to hate me! Mommy!
Yeah, someone should tell her
When I was her age,
truth.
that's just how I cried. Come, Moana. I want you to see this.
That huge owie. What happened?
It's big and ugly, isn't it? There are scary things about my body, too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you alright? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm alright, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you. Not me, not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
Okay.
That scar, was it from a demon?
Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl. I was so hurt, I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Oh.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss.
And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right?
Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create Therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes Therians. But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean?
That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know.
Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again. Or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place.
Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time. Eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her. if it would prevent Inominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Inominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body. So there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly. So we remove the 7 Therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people, but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Inominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logris.
I guess, I was Golden Monarch.
Hey, old man! Give me all the water and food you got! Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there! Poor you! You probably deserved it! Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Shut up, both of you! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
What I was about to say before is this. It's Golden Monarch, I forgot her name. Isn't very sure about how the reborn sing. Received silence levels on for completing 2 combatants. Request, okay, corrupted orb. Barona catacombs, okay, boss. Necessities. Maybe have to get them later or something. There people can talk to.
everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia's our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, and the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Ifrid came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Ifrid want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrid and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Just when are we gonna be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it, after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helavis are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep. Standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
Well, that's one way to see it. I went down to Isildan's house again recently, and boy oh boy, was I in for shock. Did you know they eat penguins down there? Penguins, but they're so cute. I can't believe anyone would look at one and think food. Speaking of food, the shipment you wanted came in. A whole crate of grade A5 wrapping meat. The very best. Oh, it did? Hooray! I can't get enough of this stuff. It's been so long since I've had a decent steak. So they finally rebuilt the storehouse. They never did catch whoever burned it down. Yeah. Who could that possibly be? I'm disappointed in the Abbey. If they can't catch a mere arsonist. The demons that raised Telovis recently attacked Lodring as well. And what's more, they used unknown arts to summon a dragon. They summoned a dragon? That makes them more than ordinary demons. The Abbey needs to concentrate on putting them down before it's too late. Yeah. So much for fantasy. Did I save? Nope. Hey, I'm able to play dice every night thanks to wanted criminals. If you need a place to dock, I'm your man. Nothing rattles that guy. Coming from you, that says a lot. We got a huge order for supplies from the Benwell Valley. They're doing well, it seems, and that helps us too. Danon Highway is closed up north. The army won't suffer another embarrassing attack on the Empyrean throne. Why are the Aldina plains to the east of Danhyrus closed off? There's been a string of terrible storms out there. The weather just isn't right. It really is the era of disaster. Let's see. Meat weapons are. Okay. Upload email. Amber Spear. Acquiring on sale, okay. One more crew. Come on, shoes. Okay. 2. Here's portion that inside dungeons. Okay. Nope. No. Clear. Okay, but I just need to win that. Consent build for those steps. So let's enhance. Just I think she already mastered it. Absorber. Okay. Second history, second. Okay, Ausland. Yeah, I know it's maybe a bit boring to watch, but well, it's part of the game. The government. Resistance shoes. So wait, this actually brings me temporary powder. And I put this. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, maybe. So this should be enough. Flame mode. Was coded again. Okay. Well done. So, nope. No. techniques. Yeah, let's keep one of them. So, well, I think let's some for now, Ember boots. Okay. Favorite customer. Okay. Emerald. I remember.
Here we are, back in Logris. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act?
I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
It's relevant the whole time.
I'll finish this
Not bad.
You too.
Behold the arts of my ancestors! I get the style! Aaron! You're finished! See this?
than I would have liked.
Snake bite.
Always ready to fight.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Better watch your step!
Blades of wind, slice them! Hold up!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Don't get overconfident. One down.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! Blast them! They're wide open!
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid it.
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the Shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the Nectar was the Church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up? Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
Full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
Everyone ready to play?
was angry at it.
Hold on. You can read a guardian's heart?
Yeah, sort of.
A ribbon with striking pattern perfect for afternoon's mood.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing, and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all, there's much of interest here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know, I was just saying.
Yeah. To all warriors, I have this to say: those who fail to enhance their equipment shall never see victory. Laziness can lead to a sore punishment, believe me. Yeah, you don't have to tell me that.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for you. The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the Shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Helaves are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
Just the other day, a village near Ysault was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the Abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kind of gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
I've got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive.
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
Demon attacks are slowing down, aren't they? That's what the Abbey says, anyway. Yeah, Margalo and her stories. Oh, I know, you're the magical menagerie or something, right? That's how you get away with walking around dressed like that, isn't it? I know, people need entertaining at this gloomy time, but you do well to keep in mind your modesty. You won't stay young forever. Idly, I like to let the dogs run to their heart's content outside the walls. Yeah, but there's demons out there, so we can't very well go outside. Nobody likes it, but rules are rules. I know, but I can't help feel sorry for the poor mutts. Why should they suffer because of our rules? I just heard the most disturbing rumor that Praetor Eleanor's turned against the Abbey. An exorcist? Why would any of them turn traitor? They say she now aids demons. No sound person would even consider such a thing. Disgusting. She's worse than a traitor. She's an enemy of mankind. No. These gambling kids are looking creepy. With their masks on.
What's with this crowd?
Modulu's troupe just put on a real show. Man, it was the best. Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Wow, the Modulu? Surely you mean Magilu. Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last?
No, we're talking about Modulu, not Magilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Modulu.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Magilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along and ruins everything!
I can't just ignore that, you know.
It's Modulu!
You did great today, Modulu. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me.
Modulu's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world. But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Modulu is working hard to carry out his dream.
So, you're Modulu then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes, that's just what I was hoping for.
Lulu, don't go around picking petty fights.
But sir, this woman, she...
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body. If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
Yes, sir. You're right. Teacher, is the pain acting up again?
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good. Then let's head back and practice some more.
He seems strict.
He does. But keep in mind that Balta recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
You sure know an awful lot about them.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say. A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have.
Okay, Magilu's not buying it.
It's high time for Magilu's menagerie to put on a show. And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo. Comedy? Where'd you get that idea? You heard me propose a challenge to little Magilu, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming. Well, you could act like you feel a little bad at least.
Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Magilou, it's too much to handle.
Oh, I can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Majilou's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her good name.
That's exactly the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
Aizen, not you too.
Then it's settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors in town. For now, I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Magilou's menagerie, after all. I'm not so sure about this.
A bunch of villains that call themselves Ifrit's pirates are running rampant across the seas. How can they allow themselves to cause their fellow men such suffering in these desperate times? That makes them worse than demons, if you ask me. You're right, I hope to see them hang one day. Speaking of which...
Take a look at this.
Pirate flag, dragon girl, fortune telling trickery.
Scout ship setting sail.
Whenever I hear Magilou's name, I can't help but think of Magilanica.
Magilanica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talk to spirits nobody else can see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without touching them and divining where people would find lost objects. For a time, people called her the Little Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of the troupe took in plenty of cash. Or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Magilanica was subjected to really brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Magilou. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
Oh, you have to hear this. I just met Predator Oscar. He had a scar on his face and he was all bandaged, but he laughed and said he was fine. He seems so nice, not to mention strong, and just want to squeeze him. Even with a guy like me around. A dancer's greatest opponent is her own body and the hearts of her audience. If you cannot communicate with them, you are mere busker and they but mere onlookers. I will never forget this lesson. The land in East Gant and Northeast Midgant has seen massive shifts in the past few centuries. Whole mountain ranges have sunk to their necks in the sea to become islands chains. And countless towns and ruins now sleep beneath the waves. Mountains can turn into islands. That's right, the Isles of Lake Haven were all once mountains. Neat, I like to see them. I'd like to, but the area is covered by constant thunderstorms, so ships can get close. That's why they're sometimes called the Thunder Isles.
When will the High Priest return to us?
Keep this between us, but I heard Lord Gideon was killed by demons.
Surely that's not true.
It most certainly is true. Hey, shh, they'll hear you.
I know someone who works in the palace, and he said the demon was a girl with the head of a wolf and the body of a gorilla.
But how could a demon have gotten into the palace?
Apparently, there was a power struggle among the higher-ups, and Gideon's enemies snuck the demon into his villa. They say that's why people sometimes heard terrifying screams coming from the place.
Is the demon still there?
No idea. Rumor says she escaped, but I wouldn't worry. There's no way she'd stick around here.
That's what you think. She's right here, so you better watch out.
Stop messing around already.
I can't believe there are people scrambling over authority at a time like this. That's just putting your own desires before the needs of the many. Exactly, if they just turned the reins over to the shepherd, there'd be no problem. I'm looking for new band members. Let's enjoy our youth together through music. This is perfect. I've been obsessed with music lately. Great, I have a feeling we'll make some wonderful tunes together. Okay, I have to go up there.
The nights are so cold of late. It's gotten harder to get flamestone, too.
I hear the port at Helavis is at a near standstill. No matter how much flamestone they mine from Mount Killerhouse, they can't get it shipped out. I'm sure the Abbey is aware of the situation. It's not just us who are suffering. We have to endure.
Times like these is when we need to practice Lord Artorius' teachings. The many outweigh the individual.
Exactly. I'm sure Lord Artorius will think of us soon and send aid.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
How dare you!
The many outweigh the individual, right? Artorius wants to save humanity as a whole. Your individual troubles aren't important to him.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Aren't we part of the whole he wants to save?
What happy fools.
Sorry about that. She didn't get to see a speech, so she's been taking it out on everyone around her.
Really? What a troublesome kid.
But really, that speech was incredible.
The many that Lord Artorius talks about just means others. Only humans are capable of sacrificing themselves for the sake of others. It's a force, a power, if you will, and one that only humans possess. For the sake of others, it's imperative that you use reason to suppress your personal feelings. Don't sulk. Don't sulk so loudly that other people can't listen to a speech. Come on in. We've been here for over 100 years. Even the Imperial Army buys from us. This is any proof. Snake bite. Okay, well then. Let's try to equip one first, and let's see. Okay. Commanders. Okay. Firing. Distance. Origin and dash. Okay. Oh, let's dismantle. So let's grab. Okay. Okay. Modulus fluid, okay. Dismantle. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go. Master tunnels of
Eleanor, I need you to wait outside. The boss of the Bloodwings knows an exorcist is with us, but...
Say no more. I'm sure they have clients who wouldn't appreciate their faces being known to the Abbey.
Correct. Laphicet, you stay with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
My thanks for coming all this way. It's been a while. Would you care for a peach pie?
What do you want?
Oh, it would do you good to unwind every now and again, you know. Stretch a bow too far and its string is bound to snap.
What do you want?
I would like you to escort this person out of the capital.
Something smells about this. Literally. Where am I taking them?
Somewhere the authorities can't reach them.
Sounds nice. I could do with such a place myself.
No joke. We've been looking for a place to lay low, but we haven't had any luck yet.
Well, come to think of it, I've heard a rumor that it's been a while since the Abbey has had any contact from Titania.
Prison Island.
Titania? But I thought the Abbey was in direct control of that place. Has the situation there gotten that bad since you left?
Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. I think it might work.
Yeah, could make a decent hideout actually. The Therians could definitely get their fill of malevolence there.
And the Abbey is far too goody-goody to imagine an escaped prisoner would ever return to her prison by her own free will.
At the very least, I'd say it's worth checking out.
I take it our intel has proven useful.
It has. But before we go, have you heard anything about the Abbey harboring demons?
I'm aware there was a demon in the villa, and that it has been relocated.
Where?
I can't say right this moment, but I'm sure we will find out shortly.
All right. Then in exchange for this passenger's safety, I want more information on that demon.
You've got a deal. Eisen, I heard about your confrontation with Melchior. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you find him.
Yeah, you really blew that one, Toots.
It's fine. What's done is done.
Have you given up on finding Aifread?
No, I haven't. The crew and I will do whatever we can to quash the Abbey's plans. We do them enough damage, and the Abbey ought to start thinking about putting their hostage to good use. They'll set him up as a trap for us, and that's when we'll steal him back.
Attacking the Abbey to create an opening for his escape.
Clever.
It's what Aifread would do. That's all.
They're taking a while. Yeah.
The Shepherd has a special mission for you. You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logres Abbey headquarters.
What's wrong?
Hey, you want to take a walk around the capital for a bit? I can show you some of the sights. But,
Okay.
You...
After all this,
Trust me. I understand.
No, it's not that. I promise. I'd love to go sightseeing with you, Eleanor.
Laphicet. Well, we'll do it another time, okay?
Why?
It's just, you know, Velvet would get mad at us.
Get mad about what?
Ah, you're done. And who is this?
A VIP entrusted to us by the head of the Bloodwings. We're stowing them away on Titania where the bad guys can't get at them.
The prison island? Just who is this person?
Didn't ask.
What?
Hey, something smells nice.
Uh-huh.
Stop sniffing things. We're leaving.
Who is that caped man?
I do not know, but his hawk seemed extraordinarily well trained.
Trained to hunt, maybe?
I'd imagine. It takes a great deal of time and money to train a bird like that. What is it?
I smell something nice.
Indeed. The scent is somehow familiar. It can't be.
What are you two sniffing at?
Aha! They're bloodhounds on the hunt. But we're talking about hawks hunting, aren't we?
Come again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse my poor manners. I can't believe you take a job without bothering to ask who you're escorting or why.
The less you know, the less trouble you invite.
Take the mysterious man to Titania. Okay. But what does he want in the Titania prison? Right, maybe. Map. But maybe I can use of those potions to Okay. Maybe I just can use that on the world map. So let's get back. Let's get back out of here. This definitely would shorten the trip. Why? Oh, wait. Okay, can I use this only in battle? Well, at least we do a little leveling that way.
Behold the arts of my ancestors! I'll get the style! Aaron! You're finished! I'll finish this! For four! The wide open! Burn! Pressure! You're finished! Go wide open! Burn! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Fly away, little birdie. Far away.
Nope, wrong direction.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak
Did you think you could escape me?
Ha!
as they might, it won't change anything.
Scout ship setting.
Okay, this is already the port. It seems so.
My comedy act into tonight's show? I'm still breaking in my new partner, but I can carry the act. I'd appreciate you squeezing us in.
For you, Maggie dear, I'll do it as a personal favor, but you get 200 flat. No expenses, no per diem.
Oh, come on, don't be so stingy.
It gets worse. Our headliner is doubling up after, and the opener flubbed their lines and lost us minutes.
Playing deuce for a cold house? Well, alright, them's the breaks.
What the hell are you even saying?
I'm saying we're going on, and you're my straight man.
What? You are serious?
I'll take care of the actual funny bits. Just act like you always do and we'll be fine. Bonus points if you toss the men in the audience a glare of contempt every now and then. Just trust me.
Oh, hold on. This is all happening so fast. I'm not sure I'm ready for...
You'd better get ready, because the curtain's going up. Hi there! We're Moggy and Val, your lovely comedians for today! Magicazam! We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. Now, I'm Moggy, the bright, beaming one in the pair, while my moody little partner here is... Hey, what's wrong, Val? Everything okay? You need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble. Come on! If you've got one redeeming feature, it's your moxie.
That might be. But this is different.
I can see you're going through something right now. All right, let's take a deep breath together. Excuse us for just one moment. Velvet, what are you doing? We're losing the audience.
I can't help it. I've never talked in front of such a big crowd before.
Wait, don't tell me you've got stage fright?
So what if I do?
That's so unlike you. Just pretend that you're fighting some nasty exorcist and give it some gusto.
Easy for you to say. I'm embarrassed out here.
Don't be such a girl!
I am a girl.
That's it! Just do that, but project your voice!
I can't, and I don't want to.
You're a comedian, you have to! Where's your passion for your newfound art?
I'm not one, and I've never had any.
No, I can see it within you, deep down, the burning passion of a true artist at heart.
I've had enough! I can't do this with you!
Sorry, folks, show's over.
Well, you've certainly shown me something new. A comedy team that just stands on stage whispering to each other.
We're going for a brand new comedic style. So, what did you think?
Don't quit your day job.
That's what I thought.
Ah, now she plays the straight man.
Maggie and Valley, don't quit your day jobs.
This is bullcrap. You're gouging us just because you can.
Well, if you want to pay less, maybe you should go find someone more generous. Hmm?
Looks like they're at it again.
Snap out of it! Benwick!
Huh? I was haggling for supplies, and...
Tell you what, I'll give you a fair price. Actually, just take what you need. We should all endeavor to help contribute to the common good of humanity, rather than selfishly pursue wanton profit.
What? Are you sure?
It's our mysterious cloaked friend. Huh?
No! Wait! What was I saying?
You felt that too, didn't you, kiddo?
Yeah. It disappeared, but I felt a strong force coming from somewhere to the north.
It's called a domain. A Moloch zone of influence.
Wait, if it's north of here, then...
The Empyrean's throne?
Did that happen because of something Innominat and Artorias did?
I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We should get far away from here, and quickly.
I just think it was a coincidence that was our cloaked friend here.
So, the suppression.
Well, that was certainly off-putting. But our job with Tabitha comes first. And we need a hideout soon, too.
True.
I'm terribly sorry about what happened earlier. I don't know why I do something like that. Sorry. I interrupted that. Sorry for spacing out there, I'm fine now. Okay, let's just... then we... But it's weird, right? Is this zone... Yeah, well, let's get to Titania. Titania.
Alright, we're safely on the rolling waves. Don't you think it's time you showed us your face, mystery monk?
You're right. My apologies.
I knew it! Prince Percival!
Percival Ilmid Asgard. Crowned prince and heir to the throne of the Midgand Kingdom.
So he's next in line, is he?
It looks like someone already had me figured out.
Yes, Your Highness. I could tell from your fragrant wood scent, as only the royal family may wear it. But if I may ask, why?
Must I explain myself to gain your aid? I myself could ask what an exorcist is doing consorting with members of the underworld.
I don't...
It doesn't matter why you're here. On this ship, you're here for us to use to our advantage.
Treat me as you will. It's not like I can ever go back.
For a fellow born with silver spoons spewing out of his mouth, Princie Pooh's rather laid back.
Prince Percival is an upstanding man, renowned for both his intelligence and his fair, just demeanor. It's widely believed that with him on the throne, Midgand's prosperity will continue and...
Look, I played dumb earlier, but I smelled that scent too. He wore it for us to notice. He wanted us to know just what sort of position he held, and how useful he could be to us.
He surprised me, at least.
Do you think we're being led into another trap?
We definitely can't take that possibility off the table.
When the time comes, he'll make a good hostage, if nothing else.
Not if the ones we face are after his life too.
For now, let's just make sure we keep an eye on him.
The prince. He said he couldn't go back.
I wonder why.
Probably some rival claims a throne and
The whole island's a
is run to
prison.
death
It's
or
like
something.
a secret fort or something.
weirdly quiet, though.
Yeah, I don't see a single exorcist on watch.
Let's scope out the inside.
This was part of the plan. Yeah, our headless armor. Okay. It's all been carved out of the bedrock. Looks more like a fortress than a prison to me. In any case, it was a hell of a lot of work. This place is just plain eerie. It's giving me goosebumps. Gecko bumps. This place is just plain dial, okay. Yeah. I want to speak with a little. Hey. I'm not scared. Much. There's nothing unusual at the docks. Looks like they'd already been abandoned for a while before we came along. Well, let's hope the inside is abandoned too, but something tells me right the opposite. At least some monsters will be there.
An exorcist.
Are you alright?
Headless Knights back.
Headless Knight.
She's dead.
The Headless Knight is back?
Think this is the demon that attacked her?
Another prison riot?
Kurogane, Dial, you two protect Kamoana and the prince.
Understood.
Stupid monkey! You're giving me a headache. Stay sharp! This one must have survived the riot!
Another victory.
So did the Abbey actually fail to quell the riot?
I find that hard to believe. The prison was heavily staffed with exorcists.
Perhaps it was venomization.
Venomization?
A dark ritual, forcing demons to eat each other in order to produce ever stronger demons.
So the demons devoured each other, creating a demon too powerful for the exorcists to control?
I imagine the riot didn't help.
Now whose fault could that have been, I wonder?
Whatever happened doesn't matter to us now. We need to focus on how to take this place for ourselves.
That exorcist from before said something about a headless knight, right?
That one's probably the leader.
Then we hunt it down and destroy it.
Until we capture the island, let's use this room for our staging ground. I'll leave the prince and Kamoana to you two. Eliminate any enemies who come in.
Understood.
Don't expect much from me, but all right.
Kamoana, if anything happens, call for me and I'll come running to protect you, okay?
Okay. You stay safe too, Eleanor.
Let's go.
15. I sense a powerful presence in the interior. There's someone to be wary of here. Eleanor, I know you'll come if I call for help. Right, promise? Yes, that I do promise. I've come this far by running away, but it's time for me to stand my ground. Listen, I'm a lizard, not a dragon. You know that. If things get too scally, I'm cutting my tail and running. Oh hell, I forgot I don't have a tail anymore. Okay, I wonder... Let's try this out. So let's check the ground floor first. Or oh, that's one of our
That's the end for you! What an easy victory. I am invincible!
much more of them.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
I wonder if this.
I'll finish this now.
Is still part of the elite mobs.
I can't even call that a fight.
They had this glowing around them like the mobs usually have on their special enemies for the hunting. Hunting quests.
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid it.
Spirit uses Amphibowl as a mana catalyst, okay. I guess we'll use this bonus. No. Not likely we found a fight in time.
This island reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about. Come on, put up some fight, okay?
I'll finish this quick.
See this?
No mercy! Wounds that will
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Dead yet?
Is this also part of the Reaper's curse?
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
Okay, let's. Ship is still sailing. Cooking. Cooking was the.
Surprising how I can do this.
Hey Brooke, how are you doing? Yeah, this book has a recipe book. You can cook buffs after the battle. And thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The Julet can greatly reduce the chance and effects of fate. So, where do I have to move on? Well, that's good. Glad to hear. Yeah, I'm doing good as well. So, how is your Outlast playthrough, Outlast stream going?
Victory is ours.
you again.
Ah, I'm so busy. I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
You're not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deal with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on
Yeah, and
Oh, Miss Exorcist.
indeed it is,
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take
Yeah.
advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate.
Price fixing? Isn't deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter when's and no matter where's, you can get whatever
yeah, I mean, I played it a bit myself, but like I said the last time, I think I stopped in the cellar with the power generator, and the game needs from you that you try to several times, cause you have to memorize how the dude, how the scary psycho is walking and stuff, and that was, I don't know. Yeah, it's I mean, I play some horror stuff. I mean, actually I play horror games too, but yeah, I don't know. That's really my cup of tea, I think. I got so many times killed in that basement. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Okay, it's Capriosa, Amphibole Spear. Cane bottle. By 2. Yeah, 35. Yeah, probably. Dark bottle. Snake bite. No, I think that's enough for now. No, I'll be back.
Up
finish this quickly.
The game begins, I must well would sell somewhere around.
A complete victory! From the way you were talking, it seemed like you had an idea of who was behind the riot. What happened here?
I think someone in your position would know.
There were reports of a large riot, but I was caught up in chasing you, so I heard little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet Rokurou and I were being held on this island.
Yeah.
Velvet instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we could escape.
Complete victory.
The prisoners?
Yeah. You'd expect different from me.
Yeah, but I wonder, is there an...
Prisoners were losing badly.
Yeah, of course there's another kind of victory. You can win the battle, but lose the war.
Oscar left to report the incident, but the other guards should have remained at their posts.
Well, they didn't flee. We have to assume they were all killed.
By this headless knight, perhaps? Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's
I
left.
wonder, do you play JRPGs too, Brooke? I'm asking cause I have some Steam version of Final Fantasy VII and lying in my library, and I already have the game, so if you want, you can have it.
Come on, really?
Yeah, I mean... I could... leave it in my inventory for eternity, otherwise because most people I know have this because it's a classic. That seems to be the Headless Knight, which is in control. Has taken control. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII was back in '98. Was one of my, not my first JRPG, but the first RPG, the first game what really made me an RPG player in a way, cause I mean back then the whole cinematics and stuff was something special, even if it wasn't. Yeah. Well, just a sec. I have to. I just have to focus on what was I'm doing. No wonder I wanted a quick save.
The Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
Where's his voice even coming from?
Look inside.
I'll finish this. Let's go. How's that? Hurricane double haze.
Yeah, Zelda on Nintendo, and
That takes care of that.
my really first RPG, but I haven't knew that time was what RPGs actually are, was Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo.
I would guess.
Did we lock it away?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire universe.
Okay, that's
the darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point.
If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah, and a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing it was delivering to Innominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage. But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
This prison island was a feeding ground for the Therian, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
But because Velvet escaped, the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamoana's village.
Lord Artorias would never have done such a thing.
No? What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned Holy Shepherd did! All to get his hands on Innominat's power!
Yeah.
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother Laffy! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good?
Yeah, Ocarina of Time is definitely my all-time favorite Zelda.
At any rate,
followed by A Link to the Past.
Velvet.
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now?
I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
Something's up. Yeah, well, I gift you the game after the stream.
So, Velvet is a Therian, is she? I knew there was something off about her.
But it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laphicet, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself?
You're welcome.
Artorias.
Rokurou, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
That's Spock's logic from Wrath of Khan perverted in a way in this case.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak
Not even worth my time.
I mean,
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therian who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
yeah,
So she said. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour
Yeah,
only the malevolence
so too.
and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therians are connected to Inominat through an Earth Pulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area, and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
Oh.
So let's find out what is happening.
That was Kamoana!
Another headless knight.
Eleanor! You really came back for me.
A promise is a promise, sweetheart.
A headless knight and a horse demon.
It's giving off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Yeah, they never can keep saying that. Yeah, right.
Now I can't help but wonder how the horse is made.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Stagger! Deception! Not good! Double haste! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Better run your stabbing!
Have some healing art. Inspiration.
Deception! Blades of Wisdom!
Yeah. Each deal.
No escape! There it is!
You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! I can heal you!
Deception! No escape! Armor crusher! Double hit! I'll finish this!
That's venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump of armor.
I beg your pardon?
Not you.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
A damned Therian. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But your highness, why do you have a Therian?
It's like I said. Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be
No,
surprised.
that's
The Crown
cute.
Prince and future king, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own. When you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people. Say, for instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorias' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never.
Yeah, people.
I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet, I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world. Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorias asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light and their wing muscles are enormously strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's
What
taken care
about
of, let's build
penguins?
ourselves a hideout.
Yeah. Yes, right. Grants +1 maximum BG to characters. Yep, no, that's right. They definitely birds.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay?
Okay, but I'm already have to come to an end for today, cause it's getting late and I have to get up early tomorrow, so yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, well, thanks for I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream, and yeah, yeah, sorry. Sometimes I unplug this because I have this on my headset plugged in at the front. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching, and I see you tomorrow with my co-op stream of Diablo 3 with Kitty Porus, and first game of the new Diablo season, and until then, good night everyone.